Yo guys, what's up? It's WarSpirit again with another big video talking about Titanfall 2. Tons more to talk about today, so let's just dive straight in. First up, we've received a brand new trailer already for the third Titan chassis type, codename Ronin, Japanese word by the way, meaning a wandering masterless samurai. Well, I'll tell you right now, as a pilot, I'm pretty sure that makes me the master of this Titan, so we'll see what Ronin has to say about that when the game launches. At this point, I can confirm that each Titan type is going to be more identity based, locked in with a specific core ability, 3 unique abilities tied to that chassis, and devs also confirmed recently they'll be locked to a single weapon each. Now, the reasoning for this coming from Titanfall 2 developers in an interview, they said that they felt in Titanfall 1 that it was hard to judge how to react when you saw a Titan like the Atlas on the battlefield. You wouldn't know what weapon he had, you wouldn't know if he had particle wall or vortex shield, and you wouldn't know if it was safe to rodeo him in the case of maybe he had electric smoke or not. This time around, when you see one of the Titans in Titanfall 2, you're supposed to instantly know their full range of abilities and how to react to them. What's your guys' thoughts on this? I think personally that is the lamest excuse I've ever heard in my life to hinder Titan loadout customization. Not once in my history of playing Titanfall did I ever hear someone complain or even put words to the effect of, oh man, there's a Stryder, I have no idea how to react because he could have so many different possibilities of loadout. I don't even think it was important in competitive Titanfall to call out, hey, that's a 40mm Atlas over there with a particle wall. Only thing you really had to watch out for was, say, a backline plasma railgun Titan in the last Titan standing mode. That was an important call out to make, but it wasn't like everyone in the game was confused when they saw a particular Titan and didn't know how to react. You just blasted it with rockets and it's the same for everything, and it's going to be the same in Titanfall 2. If you see a Titan, your reaction to it is either run away or shoot it. I think the devs are taking the depth that Titanfall 1 had a little bit too seriously when they're trying to dumb down a little bit. So the new setup in Titanfall 2 means that there's going to be no room for me to create my very own Titan class suited to my playstyle. There's going to be no top 5 Titan loadouts this time around, since there's only going to be 6 to choose from. There will be a small amount of Titan customization. Similar to pilots, you can customize their kit with things like faster core charging or faster ordnance cooldowns, guardianship, and maybe a warp fall transmitter ability for those Titan crush kills again. But that's not much customization to work with like we had in Titanfall 1. Also, just note here that there hasn't been confirmation of those kits. Those were just examples from Titanfall 1, but those are ones that I would expect and would like to see return to the game as well. It also turns out the big hype surrounding the first teaser trailer, very first teaser trailer for Titanfall 2, that Titan melee weapons finally being a thing in the game, it's turned out to be just a single sword locked to a single Titan chassis, locked as a single core ability. Unless you're deciding to make 2 out of the 6 Titan chassis be melee Titans, Ronin is what you're stuck with if you want to play a melee Titan with a big freaking sword. Will we even be able to customize a sword? Microtransactions maybe, with some big axe or hammer skins for it? I think that was a bit unexpected when we were watching the first trailer and expecting, oh man, we're going to have some insane big melee fights in the game. In fact, all you're going to get is this one Titan with a big sword who uses it as a core ability, which is going to come up and absolutely slash the crap out of you and wreck your Titan probably instantly. It's going to be one of those super OP core abilities for sure. But alright, it's only been 2 days, we can chill for a bit and let them try and convince us that this limited customization is all going to be a good thing. So let's take a look at the Ronin chassis and what stuff we get with him. First up, we've got the lead wall shotgun, a Titan weapon that didn't make it into Titanfall 1. It almost did. It's shown in the teaser here with a triple barrel firing a horizontal blast of projectiles, effectively one-shotting pilots at close range. We also get a quick look at a unique slicing backhanded melee attack for Ronin compared to other Titan chassis, just their default punching animations. Ronin will also have a sword core where he swaps out the shotgun for his massive freaking sword. His first of his 3 unique abilities is the Arc Wave, looks incredibly badass, fires a ranged bolt of blue electricity along the ground, dealing big damage. Next is the phase dash. Of course it's unique to a next gen samurai Stryder class, dashes forwards a big distance, will be great for initiating with the sword core for sure, finishers with the shotgun, and even for escaping. And then finally there's the sword block ability, a quick deflect for enemy rockets and lasers requiring timing and precision. As you can see, there's also no way that other chassis in the game without the sword core will be able to use some of these abilities unless the Respawn devs decide to uproot some of their major design choices for Titanfall 2. And it is a strange design choice considering the limitation of only 6 chassis types. It's safe to say it's inspired by MOBAs and class-based shooters, which end up having a lot more than 6 choices of unique heroes. Could this be a way for Respawn to open the door to future free DLC Titans being added to Titanfall 2? The 3 Titan types revealed so far have 3 abilities each that fit into 3 very clear categories. An offensive ordnance ability like the Ronin Arcwave, Ion's Laser Shot and Scorch's Firewall, and then they have a tactical ability, the Phase Dash, a laser tripwire and an incendiary trap. Finally, a defensive, the Vortex Shield, the Sword Block and the Heat Shield. So the devs themselves have limited what the 3 to be revealed Titan classes are going to come equipped with. I also feel that my Titan choice in-game isn't going to have that great of an impact looking at the 3 so far. I could drop any of them at any time during a match and do well with them. The limiting factor will be my skill with each of the chassis and how much time I've invested into mastering each of them individually. There's not going to be any sort of Stryder chaingun dash quick charger specifically built around hunting pilots in the early stages of a match, and there's going to be no backline ogre railgun built with defensive electric smokes and rocket salvos to force away anyone getting too close. There's not going to be any personal playstyle touches to your Titans, and it will be purely individual skill that's determining which Scorch comes out on top of the other one in a 1v1. I'm going to move on to some of the comments now from my previous video for the end of this one. Thanks very much for all your posts you guys made, it was super awesome. This has been a very Titan focused commentary so far, so I'll keep this part the same. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about the pilot half of Titanfall 2. Can't believe I'm going to have to make a third thoughts video on the E3 reveals. Crazy, but that's how it works. There was nothing to talk about a few days ago and now there's everything. So comment number 1, Titans with DLC. The devs haven't actually said anything about this yet. They did say maps and modes will be added for free. They did say that there's not going to be a season pass. Possibly that means there's still room to pay for new Titan types. One dev was questioned on why is there only 6 Titans, why not more, and his response was time, deadlines and shipping. Post launch there are no deadlines, so they'll need a new excuse come November for the question, will there be more Titans? Comment number 2, Titans with unlimited ammo. Yes, they will. Like Titanfall 1, you just had to reload every so often. Different for each weapon type, of course, and you'll get things like extended mags to boost your ammo capacity. In Titanfall 1, you could also pick up other dropped Titan weapons if you wanted to switch it up a little bit, but I doubt you'll be able to do that in Titanfall 2 with the forced weapon choices per Titans. Comment number 3, there are dome shields. Yep, there is evidence out there in the interwebs of Titans with dome shields now, and I'm betting this will fall under the category of Titan kit customization like I mentioned earlier, and you'll have to choose to have a dome shield or not, but I'd really rather it be something that every Titan has by default. Check out my first video for my thoughts on the dome shields in Titanfall 2 as well, guys. Comment 4, rodeos in Titanfall 2. Well, they're actually going to work completely differently now. The issue devs had with them before was that for a lot of Titan players, an enemy rodeo meant their Titan was finished. They had no pieces of kit equipped to get the rodeo pilot off, and jumping out to kill the rodeo pilot was too much effort for a large amount of Titanfall 1's player base. I don't have the footage of this, but this time, when you rodeo a Titan, you'll be locked into a fixed animation. You'll drop a grenade down the Titan hatch, dealing a chunk of damage before jumping off. You can definitely still be killed while rodeoing, so I'm feeling like you'll be better off just blasting away with your anti-Titan weapons. There is another big function of rodeos in Titanfall 2. Devs teased that they haven't revealed everything about this yet, so I'm going to hold off for a few more days too before I talk about it. Final question, comment for this video. I still have plenty to get into in a future video, and please keep them coming in the comment section of this video as well, guys. I'll be getting to them all. Burn cards is the question here. So in the playable E3 demo, feedback is that there were no burn cards, but devs have stated that they will be returning in a better format than before. No source on this though, guys, so take it as you will. I want to briefly slot in a little talk here about Titan's dashes in Titanfall 2. So with the Ronin chassis revealing a phase dash ability, there's some confusion as to whether or not other Titans will actually have dash capabilities or not, and we don't officially know, but people have been saying from E3 that the Scorch has no dashes, the Ion has 1 dash, and I'm guessing this new Ronin Titan will have 2 dashes with the additional phase dash to bring it up to 3 in total, like the original Stryder. So it's looking like a lot of the mobility is being taken away from the new Titans, forcing them to fight a little bit more, and also meaning they're going to be taking massive damage a lot more often. It's something I'm definitely waiting for more info on to hear how it plays out in practice. Thanks again for watching, guys. Give me your feedback and thoughts, questions in the comments below, and I guess I'll be seeing you again in a part 3 of my thoughts on the E3 Titanfall 2 reveals. Thanks, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Bye bye.